Good morning, good morning. We are back for the start of day 4, the last day of the game. So we will be eliminating players, leading all the way up to the end of the game. And speaking of players, let's bring them on in for the tribal council that is starting this morning. In they come. And they might walk faster than me because I am walking backwards for a strange and unknown reason. But here I am, and here they come. In comes the Merge Tribe for their first tribal council of many today. Whew, okay. My goodness, they're so spread out. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Notice no one said good.
Good, yeah, good is charming. Chris, how did it just get decided that you got to wear it? Rob was the one who spent the money on that thing.
Rob actually had that necklace before, and he told me to go ahead and wear it this morning.
Okay. Okay. Congratulations. You feel good to have that on today? I mean, the Merge Tribal is a pretty big tribal. It sets the tone for the rest of the game. So how are you feeling with that around your neck?
This is the most important thing at this point moving forward.
Yeah.
Immunity.
Rob, best $360 you ever spent?
Undoubtedly. And it was funny because, like, just about maybe half an hour ago, we realized, we actually, because we both were the ones who bid on it.
Yeah.
And so we both ended up winning. So it was
Yeah,
like,
kind of worked out for the both of
it
you.
ended up working out. So, yeah, I mean, like Chris said, at this point, it's all about wearing that necklace. And, you know, we've all been on, you know, our first original tribes, and we all swapped. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this vote. I mean, it's kind of going to set the tone probably for the rest of the game. So just knowing that your name is not going to show up it's really comforting.
Okay. Let's go to you, Albie. So, kind of want to ask something a little bit less game related. So, obviously, this game is a lot strategic, but it's a long 4 days. You know, it wears on you. Who's kind of keeping the spirits up here? Who's the jokester? Who's someone that you want to keep around later in today? Today is going to be a difficult day. So, who are those people?
Everyone has something. Like, we woke up this morning to a nice warm fire thanks to Damien. I slept like a baby. Angela's laugh is contagious. I mean, we all have jokes. Like, I laugh, like, all night and all morning. So it's been fun. Like, I love these people. So we're all very happy with each other. But, I mean, there's the game part, which is, you know, hard.
Yeah. Speaking of the game part, Barry, you were not able to compete for immunity last night. Mm-hmm. Do you read into Rob's decision there? I mean, what kind of comes into play there? How did you feel about that?
Honestly, I wasn't too upset because I learned the other night I'm not the strongest with endurance. So, yeah, I wasn't too upset about not sitting out for it. Rob seems like a great guy. I haven't really talked a whole ton of game with him, so it wasn't a huge surprise. We haven't been on either swap tribe, so I totally got it.
Okay. Justin, similar question to you. I mean, do you feel like that breeds animosity between the two of you, or you understood where the decision was coming from?
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no animosity. I was actually going to not participate or be able to participate in that challenge for very long because I recently had a hernia surgery, so I was talking with Damien who didn't think he'd do well either. I mean, we were just going to probably fall out fairly quickly. So, I mean, there's no animosity. There's going to be certain challenges that I'm going to struggle with that, but that was definitely one of them, so it worked out.
Yeah. Steph, so you've had a chance to get to know everyone here. I mean, some people you're probably just meeting a little bit for the first time at the Merge, but you have a sense of kind of what people here value. A bunch of these people are going to be on the jury and hopefully vote for you as the winner or whoever there is there. What do you feel like they're going to value and want to vote for in a winner? Is that something that you're thinking about this early?
something that I've been thinking about this early because we just got here. But I would say that it seems like we're a wholesome tribe, like we're a wholesome group. So I feel like whomever ends up on the jury, they're going to want to see a wholesome game.
Okay. Damien, everyone here is playing for something that's really personal to them, so it adds an extra emotional layer. Is that factoring into your vote today, or kind of who you want to keep deeper into the game?
Not really, because I think because like you said, it is everyone. It sort of cancels itself out. Like I think everyone has a deserving charity, and everyone has the reasons. So it would be hard to value one person's specifically over another. I think, and it all kind of turns into a wash.
Angela, talk to me about last night. So we gave you a lot of time to hang out together. Sounds like you guys all fell asleep, which congratulations for getting a couple minutes of sleep. Then we rudely woke you up for that challenge. 2 people end up with immunity. That leaves 8 of you up in the air. And so when you go back to camp, do you guys stay up and strategize? Do you guys break off? Did you get much sleep after that? Or tell me kind of how that night went.
We all gathered around the fire and stared at it blankly for a really long time. I think there were some giggle outbursts probably started by myself. I think we were exhausted. There was no strategizing at all last night, which led to a mad dash this morning.
Okay. So you gotta speak to me about that mad dash. I'm curious. So how early do people get up? I mean, how many people are off? Who are you noticing in groups? Like, what are you doing to make sure you're talking to the most amount of people? It's, when you were in smaller tribes, it's a lot easier to corral, but now you have 10 votes to account for.
Yeah, everyone was up pretty early just because the sun, woke us up. But, I just noticed people will go off in pairs or, go to the bathroom and then kind of cross paths with someone on the way back and chat for a little bit. So I just kind of, try to see like who's missing and what they might be talking about, and just kind of, it does make you paranoid for sure. I think all of us are like, this could totally be me. So I don't want to, go out looking like an idiot.
Is there a reason you're telling people it shouldn't be you? Keep you? Make sure that you're there at Final 9?
I want to be here, and of course, you want to use me as a vote, use me.
Okay. Waylon, this is a question I have asked you before, but again, we're sitting here with just 2 pink members. We have 4 greens and 4 original blues. How does that make the 2 of you feel, or just you personally, like, were people approaching you to pull you in? You feel like an outcast, or kind of how did that go in terms of you feel like it's going down those original tribe splits at all?
Honestly, when the swap happened, I think colors were more of a prominent factor in decision making. Now that Merge is here, it's like we took 3 colors of paint and mixed it all together, and now we're gray. So we are all one. And so I don't think that colors are coming into play here as much. I think it's more so the people you connect with whenever, or sooner and later. It depends on who you really can put your trust in.
Okay. Well, you've all had plenty of time. I'm sure you all feel somewhat confident in the plans that you have in place, so I think it's probably time to vote unless anyone has anything else to say. I will ask both of you individually, do you want to give the necklace to someone else, or will you be keeping it? All right. Yeah, you guys could swap them, I guess. All right, Barry, you're up.
All right, and Barry is going off to vote. Lots of votes to be cast at this tribal council. Okay. So we will be stepping away. We're gonna have a little chat this morning. Hello. Okay. We'll just get far enough away that we are out of earshot. Oh my god, for the first time I don't have to be like looking all around to make sure a player can't hear me, because everyone in the game is at that tribal council right now. So yay, that's nice. I just have to look out for wild animals instead. Cool. So good morning, everyone. Let's catch you up if you were not around late last night, and then we will kind of chat about the tribal currently taking place. So as was mentioned by Cameron, last night the players had their endurance immunity challenge. They paired off, and the last pair standing won immunity, which is how Chris and Rob both have immunity at this very crucial first merge vote. And so I am sure they are very happy to have that. And again, as you heard, Rob won an advantage, got to select 2 people to not participate as a pair in the challenge, which of course was Barry and Justin. So with Caitlin being the first member of the jury, that brings the numbers to an interesting kind of amount for each of the original tribes. So suddenly there had been 5 original green and 2 original pink and 4 original blue left, but when Caitlin left, that brought green down to 4. Rob and Chris, of that 4, have immunity. So if the game is still, if people in the game are still trying to target green for being too strong and having too many numbers overall this game, then that leaves both Damien and Ciara susceptible to a potential vote. But like I think Waylon alluded to, you know, I do not know how much those original tribal lines are still at play here on day 4. They have gone through a swap, they have now merged, so they've had a lot more time to make connections with new and different people. And obviously, as you try and map your road out to the end, you've got to figure out who is going to fit in your plans and who is not. So I'm sure a lot of them weighing that last night and into today. I know Angela said that they all kind of went around the campfire last night and stared at it, and that no strategizing happened, but I'm sure they were all strategizing silently in their minds, running through scenarios, running through how the day would go. All of them making it to the final day, the final tribal council within their reach. A lot of game left to be played, but all of them I know vying for that those coveted spots at final tribal council, so that they can plead their case to the jury. Again, still lots of game to be played before then, but that is the end goal. Let's see, what else? So earlier we told you that Albie had an idol clue, a clue to an idol that was hidden in the cereal box that he won at the Survivor auction. That was for the next immunity challenge that was not able to be played due to Caitlin's exit from the game. So that idol dies with that challenge being eliminated and unnecessary. So there are, I do not believe any players are in possession of any idols, although there is still one out there. The exile idol still, I believe, still hidden. And lots of people now have clues, because yesterday was a day where a lot of players were sent out to exile, and all received clues. So Yeah, so we will see. That idol is actually hidden in the pond that I will show you now, kind of. So the pond is just beyond these trees right here. There you can see the water, and the player would have to take a kayak out to a buoy and find the idol hidden underneath it. So that would be pretty, I think, obvious and kind of bold thing to do at this point. I do not know if someone will get desperate enough later on today and feel like they need to make a mad dash out across the pond for that idol, but wow, that would be exciting, and now that I'm saying it out loud, I kind of hope it happens. We'll see. Let's see. What else is going on? Sorry, I'm so tired. It's been a really fun but really long few days. Let's see. Damien answering earlier at Tribal Council that he is not really concerned as much with, you know, the relationships with people for the game. Interesting strategy, because at this stage of the game, those relationships are what you use and parlay to get you to the end and make sure that you, you know, can make it further in the game. So we'll see how that strategy shakes out. Someone commenting earlier that the players look exhausted. I am sure that they are. It's been a lot of really, really cold, damp nights out here in the main, I'm gonna call it wilderness, because I'm from New York and this is very wildernessy to me. Yeah, so I don't know. I honestly, beyond maybe them picking off a green, have like no idea what the plan is, and as they described today, a mad dash for strategy. I do not know what could potentially have flipped last night or this morning, but we're about to find out. I think the last person is voting, so we're gonna make our way back over to Tribal for the first vote of merge. Such a big vote here. All right. Oh. Wow, it's gonna be, as it's hitting me, it's gonna be so sad that someone spent a whole night out here and then is going immediately this morning. All right, Rob is back. He was the last person to vote. So away Cameron goes to count the votes and bring him on back in. And now we wait. Who will be the first player voted out at the merge? Players waiting silently for the votes to come back because they are not allowed to speak. So they are just silently contemplating what might happen. All right. Cameron is coming back. The voting urn is following him. Here we go.
All right. Anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play one, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll get to the vote. once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Justin. Second vote, Justin. Third vote, Albie. It's 2 votes Justin, 1 vote Albie. Fourth vote, Justin. That's 3. Fifth vote, Ciara. Sixth vote, Ciara. Seventh vote, Ciara. That's 3 votes Ciara, 3 votes Justin, 1 vote Albie. Eighth vote, Ciara. Ninth vote, and the 14th person voted out of Can You Survive, and the second member of our jury, Ciara. That's 5, that's enough. Yeah. Strap spoken.
All right, we are going to be following Ciara out to get some last words with her.
Got a long day ahead of us, so we don't get that much rain.
We'll just kind of...
Okay.
I am sad about this one too. Oh. Damn. I think I'm gonna be sad about all of these votes today. Oh, all right. Hi, Ciara. Oh my goodness. So this is your chance for your last words. Just kind of anything you'd like to share with the viewers, get off your chest, say. The floor is yours, and then I'll ask you a couple questions to round it out.
They did a great job making me feel comfortable. I knew my name was a big target. It's already come up by the tribal council. So I was hoping that we had the votes to get out Justin. Obviously, they had a dirt plan. So, way it goes.
Yeah, damn. Oh, I'm sad to see you here. So obviously you made it to day 4. A big congratulations is in order. You've made the merge. You're the second person on the jury, so lots to be proud of for you. Please share with us, what is something that you're kind of most proud of about yourself out here?
I am not an outdoorsy person, believe it or not. So, just being here and sleeping on the ground for 3 days, I'm pretty impressed. My dad told me I'd be one of the first ones voted out.
Wow.
So, At least I made it this far. So, yeah.
Amazing. And you got obviously to play a lot of game, participate in a lot of the challenges, experience the great outdoors. So just wanted to ask, what is one of your favorite moments or favorite memories or favorite things you experienced out here?
The challenges are so fun. Brandon's done a great job putting all this together. So we just had a good time. Everyone was really nice. Obviously, it's a game. Don't take anything personal, but disappointing, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to finish things off, obviously you were playing for a great cause, so this is your chance to let the viewers know one more time who you were playing for, and just kind of shout them out.
Yeah, I was playing for Unearth Potential, which is actually my son's therapy clinic. My son has nonverbal autism, and they have been a huge part of our lives the last year or so, since he was able to start services with them. So I just wanted to give back to them and help them to kind of service more kids in our area.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Ciara. And this is not the last we will see of her. She is serving as the second member of our jury, so she will be there at the final tribal council to help us crown our winner. All right, Ciara, I'm going to leave you with these lovely ladies, and we're going to take the live stream away. Oh, another powerful, amazing woman caught, and I'm very upset. how dare they realize how incredible she is and eliminate her. Huge threat, amazing girl, and wow, oh, okay, it's really sad to see her leave. I am, yeah, interested to see kind of how the day, how the rest of the day goes. But let's see. Okay, so sorry, just making sure none of the players were around at Tribal Council. As you might have guessed, we will be doing another immunity challenge, this time for individual immunity, because we are now at that stage of the game where usually only one person will have that immunity at Tribal. So lots of game left to be played. I hope you guys are excited for an action-packed day 4, and we will be back as soon as as soon as the challenge is set. So we will see you guys shortly.